Hi, Mike here, CEO, co-founder of Adaptify and the inventor of LapStacker. Thanks so much for joining me on this short training video about LapStacker Flex. First off, I just wanted to say that LapStacker came about because I was frustrated at not being able to carry things easily in my wheelchair after I broke my back in 2012. Just carrying simple things like laundry, a box of beer, groceries was frustrating and slow and limiting, and I wanted to change that. So we invented the LapStacker, the world's first and only retractable carry system for wheelchairs, and so far we have customers in 15 countries and the 5-star reviews keep coming in. So let me go online to show you some training material now, and once again, thanks so much for joining me. So to start off with, LapStacker is for anybody that uses a wheelchair, predominantly those that are active in their lives. It can be used to carry anything from around the home to at work to out and about grocery shopping. It isn't to be used for hot, heavy, sharp objects or to carry pets or children, although secretly we know people do. But yeah, care needs to be taken not to damage skin or impede your vision while using your wheelchair or upsetting the balance of your wheelchair. So care needs to be taken there. Some really common items carried include laundry, groceries, luggage, laptops, books, and as you can see in the video here, even the kitchen sink, bit of tongue in cheek. Here is the info sheet for LapStacker Flex that's designed to be printed double-sided on A4 paper. It's a general overview on the first page here showing how it's used, simply zip, clip and go, some of the key features of the product and a QR code to scan where you can see it in action. The second page is a quick fitting guide that shows the variety of ways that LapStacker can be installed on different wheelchairs. We've got manual rigid wheelchairs, manual folding dual frame, and the clearances required. This is just an overview with the full installation guide showing more nuance and more detail. There's also a note here about other wheelchairs that it will work with, including some lightweight power wheelchairs. Every LapStacker comes with its own printed set of instructions. This is also available in PDF version, which you can see here, and that is available to you to use and distribute as you see fit. As I mentioned, there are a series of warnings here. LapStacker is not a seatbelt, a safety device, or a medical device. Please read these carefully. LapStacker is made of a variety of components. It comes in two sides. You have the retractor units, which contain the coiled webbing. The webbing has a finger loop on each side that is kept open by a label. It's designed to be used for those with reduced hand function. The magnetic buckles are designed so that they can be easily used without more or less even looking at them. They also have a mechanical latch associated with them. You have the buckle holders, which keep the buckles at the perfect position, ready by your side. And then you have your tension straps, which allow the LapStacker to be installed very easily and uninstalled easily on a variety of different wheelchairs. In the LapStacker kit, you also have a top buckle holder. That's another style of buckle holder, and I'll explain more about that in a moment. You have a foam wedge and some Velcro and an alcohol wipe. The first step in installing the LapStacker is to determine the optimal location where a person will carry items on their lap. So as you can see here, mid-thigh is perfect. And if we track that down to where that is on the frame of the wheelchair, that's where you would like to install LapStacker. The next step is to understand what sort of chair is going on and the orientation. So for rigid chairs that have a single frame or even a dual kind of non-parallel frame like this, LapStacker is installed horizontally. For folding wheelchairs that have a single frame like this, LapStacker is also installed horizontally, but it is routed so it's underneath the seat base there, so you can still fold the wheelchair. For a dual frame parallel wheelchair, LapStacker is installed vertically like this, so the two sides are separated and they install vertically. That means that LapStacker comes as a one-size-fits-most kit, and it can be installed on a variety of different chairs just with the one SKU code. So it's important to check the clearance that's available. LapStacker wraps around the chair frame like that. It does need clearance under the seat base and from the brakes. Same for the vertical installation. So the next step is really to determine what style of buckle holder is the best to use in a particular situation. As you can see here, this is called the flush buckle holder, which comes standard with every LapStacker kit. It's perhaps the preferred method, and let me move on to the top buckle holder, which has a series of adjustments that can enable it to be moved in and outward from the chair. So this is particularly useful if there is a levered brake in the way, or there isn't quite enough clearance, or if a side guard is protruding forward. It means that this keeper here, or buckle holder, can move in or out to fit on the chair, even if there's something in the way. The way to change these out, there's a couple of tabs. You just clip those out and the holders lift off. So just cycling through here is a close-up view of the horizontal install on a fixed seat base, the horizontal install on a raising seat base, and you can see how the strap here passes underneath that. You will need to determine the optimal tension of these straps so that the seat base can still sit down flush. So the first step in installing a LapStacker is to clean the area on the frame with the alcohol wipe, because we're going to adhere the supplied Velcro onto the wheelchair. And we install that Velcro onto the underside of the flex strap as well. And the reason is to prevent the LapStacker from spinning around the chair or moving forward. It's worth noting that many wheelchair seating bases already have Velcro in there. So we left the Velcro supplied with LapStacker not adhered, so that you can choose the right side to go on the chair. So for example, if this chair already had a hook style Velcro on it, you would match that by using this hook style Velcro on the chair. And we don't recommend adhering the Velcro over top of existing Velcro. It's much better to adhere directly to the seat base or to the tube. And adhering to the metal or carbon of a tube of a wheelchair is a much better adherence than on the nylon or other type of fabric. Now onto the wedges here. As you can see, this wheelchair frame has a taper, and what we really want to do with the LapStacker is make sure that it is reasonably parallel. That prevents friction and twisting of the webbing. So the wedge is used to create this parallel on wheelchairs that have this taper. So simply attach the LapStacker to the frame. Ideally, we would have these buckle holders here angled slightly outwards, maybe 10 degrees. That just provides a bit of space from the cushion on the seat base and reduces friction. So we like to do up the tension strap at the bottom first and foremost. And then simply repeat on the top by doing those up. Next step is to bring the strap through the buckle holder and simply snap this retainer in place to prevent the webbing from coming out. The vertical installation is more or less the same. And as you can see, each side is separated. Just to repeat there. So that's the installation of LapStacker Flex. If you have any comments, suggestions or questions, or you'd like a sample, please email me, mike@adaptify.com, and I'll be more than happy to help. Right, thanks again for your consideration and have a great day.